Real hot girl shit. And if the beat live, you know Lil Juke made it. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy curvy wavy big titties little waist. Body crazy curvy wavy big titties little waist. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Look at how I body that, ate it up and gave it back. Yeah, you look good, but they still wanna know we're making it. Saucy like a barbecue, but you won't get your baby back.
What's up? Welcome back to another edition of the Pretty Plus Size and Powerful podcast. All month long, we are talking to phenomenal women doing phenomenal things, living their life and making history. Okay? In case you don't know who I am Aziza, aka Zebo, aka the Human Universe, aka your favorite fat girl. Whenever you see this live, make sure you share it. Tag your friends in the comments. And whatever questions and comments you have, leave them down below and we'll get to them if we got time, okay? I have another friend of mine. I'm lucky to call her a friend. My big sis. You know, she be putting me on game and whatnot or whatever. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? My name is just Patrice. I am the host of Live with Just Patrice, blowradio.com. I am also the host of Handboard Conversations. I am the owner and curator of JPA Elevated and soon to be JPA Touch. Yes.
JPA Touch, come on. I like that name.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm liking that. To the listeners, did y'all hear that resume though? Did y'all hear the resume? Like, so, I mean, as long as I've known you, I mean, I know all of the amazing things that you do and will be doing, but how did you get started? Where was Just Patrice born?
I am by, I guess, experience, a singer, songwriter, performer, a poet. So I've been in entertainment since I was like 15. And I've toured, I've traveled, had a great time, put out a couple albums or two, you know, has had some experience performing, doing that. I got a book or two in location and in rotation somewhere, and I ain't never told nobody. I know. You asked them, so I'm gonna mention it. And then I also decided after talking with Homer, I wanted to, you know, get my feet wet in radio, and he allowed me the opportunity to do so. And I'm actually coming up on my 10th year in internet radio, but, you know, so I'm excited about it.
Yes, come on. You've been out here doing your thing for a long time, been making history, big move.
Thank you.
I love it. So what would you describe as your main radio show? How would you describe that to someone who may have never listened?
I definitely want you to listen to Live with Just Patrice before you ever even consider going Handboard Conversations. Just because I think it's necessary people understand that there are different layers to us as individuals, and to understand that, you know, first and foremost, my goal is to be able to create an opportunity for people to be able to express themselves openly in a free-form platform where there is relationship building, understanding, communication, strengthening, as well as discussing women's health, women entrepreneurs. Like, that's my thing. I'm a Black woman, and I want other Black women to have the opportunity to be able to, you know, get a voice. And in this industry, it's not always the easiest thing to do. And I was afforded the opportunity to do that. So being able to say, you know, that not only is my voice big enough to speak for us all, but to be able to open the door should somebody be like, oh, and I got something to say. Come on, sis, let's get it in so that we can be heard and clearly understood, as opposed to being you know, people taking in us and then self-interpreting. I just want to be able to afford the opportunity for that. So
I love it. So what are some of your most memorable moments? And I mean, you gotta have I know it's 10 years in the making, you know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
But like, what are some of the most memorable moments that have happened on Just Live with Just Patrice?
Well, Live with Just Patrice actually started as the Women's Panel Radio Show. So being able to collab with those women initially, and being able to spend time building in that forum, as a panel to discuss these types of issues and be able, that was like the best ever. Being able to understand that firsthand when you want to do something, sometimes life don't always afford us the opportunity to do that, and then but where's your perseverance, where's your press, how do you get through those things, and being able to actually experience that being able to rub shoulders with some great entertainers. I'm a huge fan of DJ, so um being able to network with the core DJs and quite a few other entertainment groups, being able to have that experience, the credentials that come along with doing radio. That's not just internet radio, but being recognized as a professional in telecommunications is awesome.
I'm just wild right now. Like every time I hear you say something else, it's like, damn, she really cold out here. Like,
you're so sweet. I appreciate that.
I'm fangirling out in the middle of the podcast, and I really need to pull it together.
I love you. I love what you're doing. And every opportunity I get a chance, I want to be a part of that, because the energy is so big, and I love what you are doing, and I love who you are, and to be a part of that in any capacity is definitely a blessing for me.
Thank you. That made me feel good. Made me feel like I'm on the right track.
Without question, Mama. Without question.
So, what are some of the other things that you've done? I know. I mean, I'll let you talk about it, but just like community events, community outreach events, and things like that. What else comes along with Just Patrice?
So I was actively a part of youth development and youth programming for like 25 years. So I started when I was a teenager. I've worked with and for the YMCA, as far as the neighborhood house in Milwaukee. I also developed a program called Ugly Who. So I spend time teaching personal development and self enrichment and enlightenment, acceptance to teenage girls. Actually started off me and my sisters hanging out doing us, and then realizing that it goes back so much deeper, and then just attacking it from that perspective. I'm on the board of the blowradio.com, the Homer Blow Foundation. Homer Blow Foundation Inc. I'm on the board for that particular foundation. I've worked and been a part of a gazillion programs for raising money for women who are underprivileged, when it comes to like who are less fortunate. I don't say underprivileged, less fortunate, and they need some assistance for personal toiletries. We've done fundraisers for coat drives, actively being engaged as far as getting people into scholarships, things like that. So it's always something to be done, and it's got a whole list of, I did this, I did that. I'm gonna just tell you, when I see there's a need, I do it. If I see somebody is working on something, and I believe that the people who are engaged are genuine, and their intent is to bring about embetterment for whoever's involved, I'm in. If I see you and I see it happening, and I'm side eyeing it, it's a reason. And if I'm not involved and somebody asks me, it's a reason. And I'm because my word is bond, and I believe in high quality of integrity. I believe in engaging and being active with people whose values match up and morals match up with mine. And when they don't, I'm not trying to engage you to down you, but I'm not definitely going to attach myself to a cause that I think is detrimental. But outside of that, I'm in. Like, Trish, you need? Yup. Trish, yup. Move it? Yup. Because I mean, why not? I want to be able to help as best I can in any option I can. So.
Yeah, and I'm definitely a beneficiary of that. Maybe 2 years ago, that was 2019, where we did the series of events, and you hosted each and every one of them, held it down, helped me keep my head on, helped me keep my head together. So I definitely appreciate you there for sure. Like I said, I'm fangirling out. You've been a superhero in my eyes for a very, very long time.
See, when people say stuff like that, like, and I know it sounds like I totally clam up. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I'm just doing what I believe is right, And I'm doing, when I get involved in something, even in business aspects, I do my best so I can put my best foot forward. I think about the power of my legacy and the things that I leave behind when people think of me. And it's important that, the doors that I walk through and the footprints that I leave behind on the lives, remember me the way that you just said. You know what I mean? So that's important to me. So that's huge. So I'm like, I'm just doing what I think is right. And I appreciate that. And you saying that makes me feel like, should the Most High say, tomorrow, then I feel like, I left a good mark. So thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's talk about JPA Elevated. How did that come about, and what is JPA Elevated if they don't know?
JPA Elevated is Just Patrice Approved Evolved. And I started with the brand JPA, Just Patrice Approved, because I wanted to make sure that I aligned a lot of my mission with my integrity. So I feel like if my word is bond, then that's what Just Patrice Approved means. So if Patrice approved it, then our word is bond. So it must be something to either try or go into, get involved with, whatever, because of my integrity. So I build on that. And then I took that and elevated it basically and decided to add product line to something that I believed in. I had some trouble with my knee. I got into the cannabis industry and was excited about it, wanted to learn more. But you know how many products you have to try to be able to say, okay, this approved, this approved, this a JPA approved product. And I was like, how about I learn to make my own? And so I was shocked, first of all, because I'm not crafty, but I was shocked being able to look up some of the recipes, figure out how to tweak and twerk some of the stuff out, and be able to provide an opportunity to give people not only a way to moisturize your skin. A lot of people don't want to take things orally when you don't understand it, but when you find out you can apply a product to your skin and get a great benefit from it, and you got all natural products, you can walk away shining, as you know what I'm talking about, or feeling and smelling good. But it also helps to relieve your tension, helps to relieve stress, helps to relieve body aches. So it does so much. And to be able to have that a part of the JPA brand was exciting for me. So the brand is JPA, and then I elevated it by adding the CBD infused products. And so here we are.
All right, all right. So a part of the JPA, or some of the things that I've seen, or when I think of JPA, right, Just Patrice Approved, says I think of the food reviews and how so intense and genuine they be. How did you get into that? And what is
Sam, I be hungry. That's all. I be straight up hungry. Don't you be hungry? I think that people underserve their taste buds, fam. You got to eat, and when you eat, you got to enjoy everything you put in your mouth. You feel me? And when I say everything. So I think my taste buds are extra sensitive. I trained them to be that way. I want to taste everything in the food. And I think that when you try something and when you experience things in life, you should experience it to the fullest. So when I eat, baby, I taste everything, the texture of the food, all different flavors, the smell of it, the look of it. And there's some people out here that's got some bogus things they putting out in this world. And I think the truth should be told. But it's also people that I know who are doing some amazing culinary things. And I want the world to know. And I feel like if I had something so good that I got to share it, then I need to let y'all know straight up.
It's so funny because for me, again, seeing you do those reviews and things like that, like it made me change what my eating experience was like. Like
that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
When I eat, like you said, when you eat something, maybe like, okay, that was good, that layer was good, but something happened at this layer.
Yes.
And it ain't quite work out. So
did you see the video that I did when I was down in Florida and I ate that shrimp taco for the first time? Fam, it made me cry. I straight up cried. I had to call. I was like, is this a whole tear? It was so good that it made me cry. Now that's how serious I be about eating. You got to be able to eat it. It's so good that it just bring out all the emotions. All the emotions. Yes.
I love it. I love it. So now I'm gonna watch me finesse this, right? So pleasurable experiences, right? And just being able to enjoy, just the spice of life.
You better work. You better work, ZZ. I see you. Come on, mama. Yeah.
Now we come to headboard conversations. What is headboard conversations for somebody who may have never had that experience?
Headboard conversations is an opportunity for people to have openly intimate discussions without feeling judged. That's literally what it is. The opportunity to be with like-minded people to find out how to have conversations about things that pleasure us, in the physical sense, as well as, when I say physical sense, because things that start stimulating you mentally still manifest in your body, to be able to experience that and be truthful about it. Like, it's so many people out here. I'm gonna try to be candid and respectful, but being unpleased and unsatisfied in their intimate experiences, and I just think that ain't right. I mean, I feel like if you're gonna do it, like if you eating, you're gonna eat good food. If you're gonna do it, then you're gonna do it good, or not.
Right.
Stop having subpar sexual experiences. And how do you talk to your partner about that? It ain't easy. Babe, you wanna do what? Who was you with? Nobody. I was looking at it. You was with somebody. We want to put an end to all of that. To be able to make it normal to have these conversations. I want to try this. I'm willing to do this. I'm interested in that, without offense and or feeling shame of the things that we're interested in that are within the realms of respect and consent. I have to say that because it's very important that we maintain the understanding that taking someone and forcing people in situations is not okay. So consent is necessary, as well as understanding that, we all got our nose on. So I don't do old people, animals, and kids. And I got to say that. Play them games.
Well, I'm definitely a fan of everything that you do. So I'm JPA touch.
Yes.
This one sounds new to me. What's going on there? Or are you telling people, do they gotta wait and have an
I got a little leeway to dangle a couple of carrots, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So with JPA Elevated come along, I make body butters, sugar scrubs, massage oils, things like that, and I'm like, well, I got this product and I want people to really be able to learn to use it. Plus, I have this crazy affinity for touch, like, obviously, and I think there's powerful magic in putting your hands on somebody, and the love and the energy that happens to exchange in that space is mind blowing when it's done properly. And sometimes people do it and not even do it intentionally, but to be able to master that is a thing for me. So I recently enrolled in IBW for massage. So I'm going to be a licensed massage therapist in a couple of months, and to be able to secure the bag in all realms, and to be able to elevate the product next level, and then to be able to incorporate how I feel about touch and the power of it. Why not take on this license as well? So
Absolutely. So do you are you a believer in like energy and transference of energy and things like that? And how does that come into massage therapy and stuff like that?
I think that naturally we are energetic. We are beings of energy, and just like, no matter you look at science or you look at religion, holistically, whatever the case may be, it all says the same thing. It says differently, but it still says the exact same thing, that we are made and created of this energy, this power, the spirit. And when we connect, we touch, even without touching, because the spirit precedes us, the energy precedes us. And how that, so when you do a massage, obviously you putting your hands on people, or they putting their hands on you, you know what I mean? And you have to figure out how to manage controlling the amount of energy that you push out and what you also receive. And to be able to understand the depths in that is where my studies are right now, trying to figure out how to and what to and when to because those things travel with you. You have to be able to take some of that in, and then to be able to put down what doesn't belong to you, or be able to let go of the things that are unhealthy. And that is in every aspect of your life, but specifically when somebody is touching on you, fam, or you touching on somebody. And to be able to master that. So you think touch, massage, energy transfers, all the thing. Like if I touch you, I'm giving you parts of me, and I'm taking parts of you with me. And to be able to take that and make it to use for our benefit, whether it be the massage therapist and or the client, is still to be able to understand how to do that. Because just because one person doesn't know how to in that exchange manage it, one of us should know how. And I want it to be me.
Okay. So you surprised me a little bit back, and you said you wrote some books.
I did. It's poetry, but yes.
Okay. Where can I find these books?
But you know what? For you, I think I got a copy, and I will make sure that you get it.
Okay.
I'm like, it's like you go through these different transitions in your life, and not that I leave them all behind. I believe they all help to make me the person that I am today. You know what I'm saying? If you run across it, you run across it. That's all I'll be saying. I can't take none of the music off the internet, even though I try. I try really hard, and they won't go nowhere. It's there.
I'm gonna find that too. I ain't gonna come back to you about it. I'm gonna just find it. I'm gonna listen, and I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna be like,
my auntie glasses. Let me take my auntie glasses.
So, with it being Women's History Month, and you being a woman who obviously is making history, what advice would you give to someone who is currently maybe stuck or unsure of where they should head next on their journey? And I'm asking for a friend.
Honestly, what I would tell them to do is to take a day or two. If it needs to be a week, it don't take longer than that unless you're just not trying. But take a moment to like really just sit with yourself and look at the things that you've done. Like where have you been? And I think that once you understand some of the experiences that you've had and how they tie together, that if you have an idea of what your next, you like, I want to do this or I want to do that. If you look at your past and see how they link up or what little trinkles that have tied them all together, then the next step is going to make absolute sense, because it'll be a part of your journey. You'll be able to see where you've come from. You'll be able to see the experiences that you had. You'll be able to see those things, and you'll be like, oh, I did, that did kind of work with, oh, then I was, obviously I'm supposed to do this part right here. You know what I'm saying? And then what I have noticed personally is that when you do that, if you don't take the right steps, you always end up circling back, which is why I'm just now getting my massage therapy license. And I was like 10 years ago saying that I should get into massage therapy. And here I am now. So when you take those steps and you don't make the right steps, you don't make the right choice in the moment, you just gain more experience, and then you end up back where you're supposed to be. That's just how life journey is. It'll always get you on this path. It's not yours. It's made. It's not for you to decide. It's already there. You just got to pay attention so you make the right steps, and it'll keep nudging you. Left, mug, left. So that's just my thing. That's my little 2 cents.
I love that. Identifying your journey by putting together all of those pieces from the past, and you'll see with some deep self-reflection, you'll see it'll kind of, bring itself together. I love it. I love it. My friend gonna be real happy with that.
Well, all right then. Tell her she welcome.
I will. So where can people get in contact with you? Where can they listen to you? Where can they get a hold of products? When can they be expecting to start booking massages? Tell them they're gonna have to book months in advance.
But we're gonna talk about that. I'm excited about that opportunity. I'm excited that that's even a thing for me, really, because I was like, what? Okay. Oh, already? Okay. I'm excited about that. So I just ask that you go to JPA Touch. I'm really big on, brand laying out. So JPA Touch on Instagram and on Facebook. If you could follow those pages, I got to build my stuff up for school. So just JPA Touch. If you want to know more about the brand, JPA Elevated, the products, just go to jpaelevated.com, and eventually JPA Elevated and JPA Touch will be in the same place. So if you look for JPA, you'll find that. How it all ties together. Just Patrice, live with Just Patrice. Just it's all tied together. If you hashtag Just Patrice, you'll probably find me. Like literally, if you just hashtag Just Patrice, I'll come up, and so will all of my brands. Looking for me online. It's literally you can just one of the tags. Headboard Conversations, it'll come up. If you hashtag Just Patrice, all the Headboard Conversations, all the Just Patrice, live with Just Patrice, blowradio.com will come up. If you'd like to listen to the radio show, which I invite you to do, I'm on Mondays, 1 to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, in either one of those awesome places, or just on Live with Just Patrice Facebook page or Instagram. You can find it there. The easiest way to find me, because so much, I know. Patrice is so much. Hashtag Just Patrice. How about that?
Sure.
You'll find it all. Radio show, you'll find it. Headboard Conversation, the one. If you hashtag Just Patrice and sex, you're going to find Headboard Conversation. Hashtag Just Patrice and work, you're going to find the talk show. Hashtag Just Patrice and CBD, you're going to find it's all together. I promise you, it's tied together.
I love it. That's some branding for your behind. I love it. Thank it. Notes taken. Well, I definitely thank you for always rocking with me. I thank you for joining me this evening. It has been fun talking to you, getting to know you.
Always good. It's always good talking with you. Thank you for having me.
The cake be getting so long every time I talk to you. Like, I promise I won't be a stalker.
You don't gotta stalk me. As long as you got that number access, I'm here for you. As long as you can reach out to me, I am here. You don't never gotta stalk. All you just gotta say is Treese or sis, can you, and sis, will you, and I without question.
I appreciate you for real. I definitely do. Thank you to everybody who has tuned in. Again, once you see this video, make sure you share it, tag your friends in the live. Y'all start some conversation around this. Make sure you find Just Patrice everywhere. Hashtag Just Patrice. Y'all heard the resume. Y'all know what it is. Don't miss out. She got something for you. She do so much. It's something that you need in there. Listen, I'm about to go find that body oil that we had at the photo shoot, and I keep forgetting. And I thought about it the other day. I said I'm gonna have to buy like $100 worth because I'm ashy and I need it. I'm feeling for it. I ain't been that shiny since. Go get some of that.
Nice. I'm gonna have to get you some. Inbox me and I'll make sure I get you a little something.
For sure. Appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who is tuned in. It is because of you all that we are the number 7 plus size podcast in the world.
Hey.
It's nothing of our own. It's because of all of the support and everything that you all are doing. So we appreciate you. Keep watching, keep tuning in. Make sure y'all tune into our main podcast or on our main podcast day on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, because your girl down here in Georgia now. So I got to make sure I try to, bring the brand a little bit east. Is it east? Yes, east. All right. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next time. Bye. Tone, am I going to have to holler until you close the live out? Okay. It happens every now and then.
He busy.
I know. He like the podcast uncle of the city. So
he said end the line. He said.
All right, I'm gonna call him.
Okay.
Yeah, you could leave out the studio and then I'll leave out.
Okay, but all right.